Hey besties, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So today is going to be probably a shortish video, which is fine, but I'm going to be explaining my annotating and my tabbing process and just like what the colors mean, how I like write my books, and all the good things. I'm also going to be talking about my reading essentials because tabbing is one of my reading essentials, so I'm going to just show you a few things. Also, please look at my shirt. Please, I got this from my work. I work at Torrid. So I'm gonna start off with the reading essentials. First of all, I'm gonna start off each video from now on letting you know what I'm reading. Right now I'm reading Culty by Mariana Zapata. My favorite book of all time is All Roads Lead Here by Mariana. And one of my favorite books is Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana. I just finished Under Lock and gave it like a 3 out of 5, but this is one of my most anticipated reads ever. So I'm very excited. I have not officially started it, but I'm starting it today. So that's what I'm reading right now. Let me know what you're reading. I'm curious. I love to see what people are reading, especially when I find out that they're reading books that I love or that I've read and I have like thoughts on. So let me know what you're reading down below or just like DM me. We'll talk about it. One of my main reading essentials, because I'm a big tab annotating underline highlighter type person. My brother's about to walk in the door, so it's gonna get loud. Please hold. Come here, LJ. You wanna be in my video? Say hi, LJ. Well, like I said, one of my main essentials is this thing. It's just plain. I need to find a pretty one, but it's just plain. It goes into my bag easy. It's good, but it contains my tabs, which I buy in literal bulk on Amazon. I will link those. And then, this is my favorite part. Wait. Just wait. Are you ready? This is so nerdy. All my pens and my highlighters. I have another highlighter in the front pocket because it doesn't fit back here, but these, love. The main pocket just, the main pocket just has like my medicine and my birth control. And oh, a hair tie. Okay, didn't know that was in there. Sometimes I got a chocolate bar in there, but it just fits in my bag perfectly, and it's very like accessible and easy for me because even if I'm out and I'm reading, I'm still gonna tab and annotate my books. One of my most recent bookish essentials has been my iPad. I just bought an iPad a couple weeks ago. I'm absolutely obsessed. Look at my All Roads background. I made that. I took pictures off Pinterest and just put them all together, and I'm absolutely obsessed. So cute. I've been making bookish vision like mood boards lately, so that's been like my big thing. And this, just like a book and my Kindle, goes everywhere with me, so that's been a big thing. Also, when I record videos, I kind of map them out on here. So yeah. And then the last but certainly not least one is my bag. I'm a big tote bag person. I'm a big bag person. I don't do well with small bags because I just want to carry too much stuff. And I always have my book, my Kindle, my laptop with me, stuff, and I carry it to work. It goes everywhere with me, and it's just very handy. And I bought this bag off Amazon, and they had this color, what the heck? This color, yellow, blue, and I think a black one. I'll link it. But then this is my most recent edition. It's just so big, and I have a problem with bags. I stay buying bags. I've got like 4 sitting over here behind me. I've got a whole tote of bags. Like, I'm just a big bag person. I'm a big tote bag and backpack bag person. And this one's just perfect because it's got this little section in here that I put like my books and my Kindle and everything in. So, and then the other section for like the rest of the stuff. And it's got some pockets, and it's just so nice, and it's very comfortable on my shoulder. It's just perfect. I love it. Now let's get into the most important part of this video. So I get a lot of questions or just like more comments about my tabbing, and like people think it's pretty and they're like, oh, I love it. And I've got a few questions recently about you should make something explaining your tabbing or just like showing it, like how you do it and stuff, because like people find it interesting, which is how I started doing the tabbing. I've always been one to take a pencil and like underline or circle in my book. I started highlighting with a yellow highlighter when I was in middle school. So I've always been a person. I always liked annotating when you learned it in school, so it just like bled into the stuff that I love, which is reading. I just kind of grabbed three of my most annotated books and my most recent annotated book, which is super annotated book, which is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I love looking at it, and it never looks like it is as much as it is just like on screen, but my most annotated book, which is Roads, you'll see. One of my most annotated books that I absolutely adore is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, but there's a little view into that. And then probably used to be my most annotated book, which I need to go through and fix my tabs, is Court of Mist and Fury, but my tabs are like so far out. I also so I used to put them really far out because I was like, it's gonna be easier to grab onto and switch, but it's really aggravating. So I've switched up my method since then, but I'm gonna switch the view now. Okay, so I'm behind the camera, so it might be a little, I might sound a little weird, but we'll see. So we'll start off with my tabs. There they are. The pink, orange, and green are all for moments, pages, chapters that I love. I decided to alternate between the three of them because I found that I was running out of the other two because I didn't have uses for those really, so I alternate between these three. Yellow is quotes, and even if it's just a moment I love but I still want to remember the quote, I'll just overlap them. Blue is things that make me cry or make me sad. That one's pretty basic. And then same with the top three. With the purples, I alternate between them, and they are spicy moments. So here's my array of pens and highlighters. Usually what I do is match the highlighter and the pen to the cover. So right now on the cover of Culty, it's yellow and just like dark, so that's what I'm using, just like my basic. But the last book I used blue and blue, and I've got like a darker blue, but that's pretty basic. I just kind of match it whatever I'm feeling really in the moment. We'll start with probably my most annotated book, which is my favorite book, All Roads Lead Here. I wrote on the inside, I don't ever do this, but I did it for this one just in case I decide to ever change my annotating tactics. So I'm just going to flip to a random one. There's a lot of quotes in this one because I absolutely love it. And not as many spicy moments because it's slow burn, but we love that. So we're just gonna flip to an orange, pink, or green one. Oh, here's one. So I pretty much highlighted this entire page, and this is a scene towards the end, probably one of my favorite scenes in the book. So let's go to a quote, or here's another pink one. I usually, when it comes to underlining, I will just let's not pay attention to my ugly hands. I will underline just little parts of it or highlight my favorite parts. So this says, it had nothing to do with you before. Are we clear? You reminded me of someone and I thought you were like her. It took me too long to figure out that you were not. I'm sorry I did that. And she was just being aggravating because he was being aggravating. But I literally highlight so much of this book. So here's one. We don't get to choose who the people we love become or are, but you do get to pick if you want to stick around. If we want them to know that, too, they are worth sticking around for. And then I highlighted the roads have been staying with Dory the whole time because this is when she's talking to his dad. I literally just, see, this is how I deserve to be treated, literally. Court of Mist and Fury. These are my old tabs. They all mean the same thing, though, so we'll go to one. Yep. The most important, to the stars who listen and the dreams that are answered. That's one of my number one quotes. Absolutely love. I didn't do as much highlighting in this book as I did just underlining and marking. And I would do these little brackets like this before I started highlighting some more. And I used to use a pencil, but then I gave up on that because it was really annoying. We'll see what this one is. Oh, chapter 54 and 55, perfect. My most recent and favorites is this one. There's some examples of my overlapping in here. So this was a spicy moment, and just a little spicy moment in a moment that I love. They're buying underwear, and he's just well, you can see it. But there's a good amount of spicy in this. See? Just a little writing. Lots of underlining in this book because sometimes I'm just not in the mood to highlight because it takes a little bit longer. But like this, my girl, you know good and well I was gonna highlight that. But my most recent, which would be Book Lovers, I literally love this book. Another universal truth. Austen could have started Pride and Prejudice with, when you tell yourself not to think about something, it will be all they can think about. Literally, tea. I did this. So, but that is pretty much my essentials, my annotating. I've moved in front of the door because I needed some, oh my god, the mailman. I got books in the mail because I needed some light, but that is it. If you have any more questions, let me know. I hope I didn't just absolutely just destroy this video, but yeah, I'm gonna try to post at least once a week from now on. I'm also in school full-time, like I said last video, but hope you enjoy. Love ya.